Greetings folks, and I hope you've all recovered from the seasonal Christmas festivities with just enough time to do it all over again for New Year's. And welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale figure preview. So today, what can I say? In between Christmas and the New Year, Inart have dropped probably one of, I would say, their most eagerly anticipated 1/6 scale figures on us. I think more than likely destined to become a grail piece, more than likely it's going to be a flagship piece for Inart, who are renowned for the quality of their 1/6 scale figures. Yes folks, enough of my ramblings. It is their take on Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T800 from James Cameron's classic from '84, The Terminator. Eagerly awaited? Absolutely. Will it live up to the expectations? Well, let's find out. This is going up for pre-order on the 31st of December. Not quite sure how long the pre-order is running. I would imagine these things are going to sell out within a nanosecond of them going up. But yeah, destined to probably become something very special, as I said before. But let's take a look at the photos. And I've got to say, I am super excited for this one. 2005, although we're still in it, has been a stunning year for Inart. They've given us figures from the Walking Dead. They've given us their figures from all over, from different IPs, and in my opinion, they haven't missed a beat in 2025. But let's take a look at this, and I've got to say, it takes a lot to get Mr. Go Figure excited in his twilight years, but this one most certainly has done it. But yeah, let's take a look at some of the photos. And Inart have dropped a hell of a lot of photos on us as well. This first one, obviously I used it for the thumbnail. It is the classic poster photo, video cover, and everything else that this particular photo was used for. And yeah, instantly recognizable. It's Arnie shirtless in the leather jacket, the dark glasses on. You've got those sort of red laser type stripes in the background there. And first impressions, wow, absolutely wow. This could be the poster art. I mean, obviously done deliberately, but it's looking phenomenal. It really, really is. And it's safe to say, this is probably one of those characters. It's up there with things like Batman, Superman, Predator, stuff like that. And probably one of the most covered IPs in just about any scale, from life-size busts to tiny little plastic people. Everybody and their brother and every company in the world seems to have had a go at these figures. So Inart have got to get this right. And judging by this first photo, wow. I am going to assume here this leather jacket is a real leather jacket. I don't think there's any way on God's green earth Inart would touch pleather here, but the jacket looks absolutely on point. The graining looks superb, the 6 scale graining to give it that authentic look. We've got the fingerless gloves on the hands there. We've got the hardballer with the laser sighting, which I always thought was a Colt 45, but apparently it's let me double check that, because you know Mr. Go Figure is not a weapons expert. It is an AMT hardballer 45, allegedly, apparently. But yeah, he's clutching that. And overall, first impressions are phenomenal. Those glasses look on point, skin tones and textures. The hair looks absolutely nailed on, and it's just Arnie all over. Let's move on to the next, because as I said, a lot of photos to get through here. We get a first look at the base here. We'll get a closer look at that later on. We're looking at this rectangular base here. I'm going to hope that this is a metal name plaque on the front there, just says the Terminator. Magnet system. Now I am going to assume that we're using a magnet system here. And I know I'm a broken record on this one, but I'm hoping that Inart have started to address their magnetic base system, because it's not the best in the world. So you know, fingers crossed, but we'll have to wait till we get this guy in hand. But yeah, full length shot of him here. Now we've got him in storming the police station garb here, and it looks absolutely superb. Proportions look nailed on. He's got those brown sort of cargo style pants on, those dark brown cargo pants on point there. The biker boots with the one sort of chain studded belt thing across the front there, screen accurate. He's got the shotgun draped down his side there, carrying the rifle. Yeah, grey t-shirt on, and everything just looks nailed on. Proportions, outfit, absolutely excellent. And once again, one of those figures that looks like it could just step off the screen and walk away. But on to the next one. More of an action pose here. We've got him stepping forward, and we're seeing for the first time here now there are two head sculpts with this particular figure. We've got the clean one, we've got the battle damaged one, and we're seeing that battle damaged head sculpt for the first time there. Now, not really close up on this. I'm sure we'll get some close-up shots later on, but we've got some battle damage on this t-shirt here, on this grey t-shirt. Now I'm going to assume he's coming with two swap out t-shirts. No doubt we'll get an all shot at the end, which will explain that. The battle damage from this distance anyway looks very good. You've got that gunshot wound in the chest area, nice sort of blood red paint applications, wet look there. The fists look suitably bloodied and ripped. This is, I'm assuming, for where he's put his fist through the front of the car windshield. But overall, yeah, proportions, detailing looks excellent. But let's get up close. It's the up close ones we really want to see. Great pose there, iconic shot of him holding the rifle, which I believe, and I'm gonna have to double check this again. Yeah, the rifle was an AR-18 and the Spaz shotgun, clutching both there from the police station sequence once again. Proportions, everything, you know what I'm going to say here. It's just all nailed on. The stoic expression there, and those distinctive sunglasses that he wore in the first movie. On to the next one. We've got the shotgun over the shoulder there, the rifle pointing up in the air, a la him wandering around the police station doing horrendous things. And once again, some great photography here. We've got some smoke in the background, obviously to give it that sort of police station vibe. We've got him looking up, and just overall phenomenal looking piece, I have to say. But I really didn't have any doubts. The ball is in Inart's hand to drop, and they have yet to do so, but I really didn't expect it to happen here, and I think we could be looking at most certainly a future grail here. I can see this boy changing hands on the secondary market for silly money, but let's move on. Another action pose here. This is very similar to some of the shots that we've already had, some of the teaser shots of this figure, and yeah, once again, proportions, outfit, everything nailed on. Let's hope we can get close. We're getting closer to that head sculpt now. Once again, it's that iconic pose with the assault rifle forwards, with the shotgun over his shoulder there, and we're really starting now to see the detailing and texture on that head sculpt. It looks like there's a hint of 5 o'clock shadow there, and even at this distance, I'm seeing pores in this skin, and this is something that I've noticed from the Inart figures I've got in my collection. The skin tones and textures that Inart managed to capture in 1/6 scale is nothing short of mind-blowing, and they've done it again here. I'm going to lean in. Yeah, you're actually seeing the pore work here, and I'm hoping that this is transferring and coming through from these photos, but the actual pore work looks phenomenal. The face perfectly proportioned, that unique jawline, that unique mouth, all captured amazingly well. On to the next I say profile shot, slightly at an angle there, and once again, yeah, we're seeing that those skin tones and textures really working. Those glasses, very nice. I'm going to assume here that these are going to be metal. I don't think we're going to be seeing any plastic in these, but yeah, with that lack of bridge section in the nose there, that very 80s style of sunglasses, very well done. And the hair for the first time. Now, I believe this is sculpted hair. I don't think we're looking at rooted hair here, and I think that's probably the route to go down, to be honest with you. I think the style of the hair itself wouldn't lend itself to being futzed too much. It's okay if you're doing a one-to-one bust and you want to use real hair, but here I think probably sculpted hair is the better of the two options. But the style is right. There are individual strands picked out, the colour's right, all the usual suspects, and that's slightly longer at the back there, which was distinctive there in the 80s, because he goes through several haircuts, as aficionados of the film will know. There's the arrival haircut, which is a little bit longer, then there's the burnt off haircut, but yeah, they captured it beautifully there. On to the next now, getting really close to that battle damage head sculpt. We've got it in profile here. Now, numerous companies have tried this. What are we seeing here? It looks, first impressions wise, as truly spectacular here. We've got the full exposed jaw there with the pistons, Underneath there, we've got the full exposed eye. Obviously, this is after he's removed the eyeball in the apartment hotel room that he's in. We've got the exposed skull section there, and that looks amazing to me. They've caught that metallic endoskeleton really well. Yeah, the pistons there look phenomenal. The rips in the skin, the blood paint applications that are running down the face, down the cheeks there, all look on point. That missing section of the hair, really well done. You can still seeing strands there coming off. Overall, yeah, looking very good indeed. I am super excited, as you can probably tell, for this one. Okay, now this is a little bit odd to me because I'm not certain how many head sculpts we're getting here. I said 2 because I think I've seen 2 in the all shot. We'll have to wait till we get to it. However, we've got this shot here, which is just showing the eye damage. So it's going to be interesting how this works. Does this one relate to this one? But there's blood streaks there on this one. There's none here. That hair is fully intact. This is just where he's removing his eye in the hotel room. So how many head sculpts we've got here, or whether they're interchangeable pieces in there, we'll have to wait till the end shot. But this is looking absolutely phenomenal as well. Now I have to say, now I'm absolutely sold on this. It's a no-brainer pre-order for me. There was just something a little bit about this shot. Now, correct an old man, maybe I need glasses, but I was just something. I don't know, proportionally maybe, but it may just be my eyes, yeah. But overall, absolutely unmistakably Arnie. Superb skin tones and textures, as we mentioned there. Those furrows between the eyes, spot on, everything nailed on. I think it was these shots actually that it took me a few seconds for this to register, because what they've done here is we've got darker sections around the eyes. There's more dirt around the left-hand side of the face there. Obviously, we've got these blood streaks and the battle damage. I had a little double take there for a second, but I'm convinced. I am absolutely convinced. And the detailing underneath that eye there, the metallic sections underneath that eye, look phenomenal. No hint of a light up feature in that eye. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not that bothered about having light up features, as regulars of the channel will know. Be interesting to see if they do include one. I don't think they mention it in the blurb, but battle damage looking excellent. Onto another one there. Obviously we're going to have an independent eye moving system, as you can see there. We've got him looking off to the right, but once again battle damage and exposed exoskeleton looking really good. Side view there, you can see that we've got the bullet holes in the back of the jacket there. Now, whether we're going to have 2 leather jackets here, yet to be seen. We're going to have one that's minus bullet holes, one with them. Well, we'll have to hang tight there, but yeah, in profile, perfect, looking absolutely perfect. That is, I mean, that's some excellent photography, obviously, but I think that is one of my favourite poses in this photo set. Clutching the assault rifle, leaning forward. We've got some smoke in the foreground there, and it's reflected. The fire's reflected in the eyes there as the police station goes up in flames. Cracking leather jacket, looking wonderful. On to the next. Some more of the battle damage here, with the jacket done up and the collar up. Loving the lighting that Inart have done on these promotional shots. Really good. And once again, we're getting the impression of that battle damage head sculpt. Chef's kiss to Inart on this one. And I think there's a lot riding on this figure as well. There really is, because I think it is going to be that big and that iconic for them as a manufacturer. On to the next. Clean look here, no battle damage, just with those dark glasses on, the hair after it's been singed, and yeah, absolutely, that could be a still from the movie to all intents and purposes. On to the next one, very similar to the last one. We'll flip between the two. Yeah, I can't really see that much difference there. The hair looks slightly different on this one. Looks like there's more of it and it's slightly off at an angle, but yeah, very rarely am I wanting to get to the all shot at the end, because I'm just fascinated to see how many head sculpts we're looking at here. Once again, we've got that the head sculpt with just the eye damage. Now it looks lit up there, whether that's a photographic effect or whether it's actually being done via some USB power port, or by praying to God it's not button cell batteries. But yeah, overall looking absolutely excellent. Another one of the battle damage here. Yeah, just slightly with a slightly different lighting. We've got some red lighting this time. We've got him looking up there, so you can see the damage as well. And side view of that battle damage with the red lighting. I like how they've really focused on this head sculpt in some of these photos, so we can get an idea of the minute details, because this one is going to be pored over by collectors and by fans of the movie, looking for even the slightest hint of something amiss. Another one here, slightly different angle. That's probably the look that I was least convinced with, shall we say. But I mean, even that is a stunning shot. It really is. On to the next one. Same shot again. Well, same lighting, slightly different angle on that head sculpt, and yeah, it can't be faulted. Even down to, and I noticed this when I first glanced over these photos, is that skin texturing under the eye there, where the battle damage is around the chin area, slightly rougher, where almost as if it's got loose when the jaw section's been ripped away there. So they've texturized that ever so slightly differently to give it that contrast against the smoother part of the rest of the face. And it's the attention to detail, I think, that really separates Inart out from a lot of the other manufacturers. On to the next. Now, I was blown away when I saw these. There's just 2 or 3 in these promotional release shots. That is scary. That really is. You've got it's that famous sequence, obviously, where Arnie removes his eye, and he's in the hotel room. And we get the famous Stan Winston artificial animatronic head, which didn't stand the test of time too well, but we have those iconic shots of him taking off and putting on the glasses before and after removing the eye, and that is eerily like a still from the movie, as is the next one here. We've got him reaching for the glasses to take them off. And we're also seeing the arms for the first time, because there's a lot of focus on the head sculpt here, but not so much focus on the arms. But yeah, we've got those bindings on the arm, the bandages on the arms, obviously where he's done the repair work, and there's blood stains on there as well. And another one without the glasses on, where you can see the eye itself. Yeah, that, once again, another phenomenal shot. Those bandages on the arm there, close up with the detailing on the hands. Inart hands are outstanding, as we all know, up there with the likes of caustic plastic and so on. Vein work, bone work, structuring, all very good. And those sculpted in fingerless gloves to look like leather, nailed on. And you can also see some of the stitch work there, which looks impeccable. We would expect nothing less. Onto the rifle, the AR-18. Yeah, we've got a close-up of the AR-18 on the base there, with the sort of the jungle style clips taped together, and the detailing looks absolutely excellent. Great detailing, great paint apps on that rifle, can't be faulted. And we're getting to see the top of the base as well, which looks pretty neutral. Doesn't really. I like Inart bases, as regulars to the channel will know. They're not too in your face. They're not huge. They don't take up too much space in the display, but they ground and place a figure really well and have an air of class about them, which I really like. So they've kept it simple here with the base by the looks of it. We've got the rest of the weapons. We've got the Spaz shotgun. We've got his glasses. We've got the pistol and the hardballer as well there with the laser sighting, all looking excellent. Close up of that base. Some may say it's dull. I can probably see where they're coming from, but it's very much neutral and not detracting from the figure. Very simple. Looks like there's a hole at the back there, so is there a space for a crotch grabber? Are we not having a magnet system here? Be interesting to see. All the swap out hands, a whole variety there. You've got the fully gloved hands, you've got the fingerless gloved hands, and then you've got the battle damaged ones as well, which all look absolutely excellent and on point from Inart. Finally, the all shot. So it looks like we're only getting the 2 head sculpts here, as far as I can tell. There's the battle damaged and the unbattle damaged. Now, I'm going to have to assume there may be that although we've seen, and this is where I'm getting a little confused. If anybody knows, please drop a comment in the comment section below. We've seen a clean head sculpt with no damage. We've seen a fully battle damaged head sculpt, and we've seen a halfway one where just the eye is damaged. But I'm only seeing 2 head sculpts here. So Mr. Go Figure's a little confused. See, help me out in the comment section below. But yeah, it's covering everything, this all shot. We've got the battle damaged grey t-shirt, the leather jacket, all the hands, all the weapons, and what looks like a swap out forearm with that with those bandages on it. And overall, yeah, what can I say? This is looking like a phenomenal figure, a future grail. As I say, I can see this thing literally growing wings and flying off the pre-order shelf. But what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on Inart? What are your thoughts on the movie? What are your thoughts on their version, their take on the T800? Does it look as good to you as it does to me? Is it a no-brainer for you? Will you be passing on this? Please, nothing is off menu, so drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. And I suppose that about wraps it up for this preview, folks. What have we got coming up on the channel? Well, in the review department, we've got stuff from Hot Toys, Inart, Susu Toys, Present Toys, Caustic Plastic, X06, the list goes on. Coming up very, very soon, we have Gypsy Danger from Infinity Studios in 1/6 scale from Pacific Rim. Really looking forward to that. Very, very soon indeed, probably in the next day or two, we've got Susu Toys take on Wesley Snipes as Blade from Blade Trinity, so that's coming up as well. And we've got plenty more showcases, previews, episodes of Grail or Fail, tours, and pretty much anything you can think of coming up. So as I mentioned at the top there, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale goodness. And be sure to drop a like and hype on this video as well. And I suppose all that remains for me to say is from myself, from Inart's take on the T800, a massive thank you for watching as always. And until next time on the channel, take care of yourselves and happy collecting.